Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We're going to be doing an unboxing today, and you guessed it, it's Tainted Grail by Awakened Realms. I am so excited for this game. This has been on my list for most anticipated games. I am so excited for this game. I want to dig into this box and show you what it's all about. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm kind of a big fan of Awakened Realms. I've done not only this War of Mine, but I've done 2 Nemesis playthroughs on my channel. If you're interested in any of those, please go check them out. Also, if you're interested in a review of the Tainted Grail, please go check out the One Stop Co-op Shop. Mike over there did his 5 in 5, which he then explains 5 different things about this game that he likes, dislikes, or has mixed feelings about. Please go check those out. I'm going to put a link to all that in my description below. Now let's open up the Tainted Grail and see what's inside. So we have actually gone ahead and opened the box. Now, normally I just take everything out, but I'm always impressed by the way Awakened Realms handles their shipping. The outside of the box, as you noticed when you looked at it, was a little banged up, but look at all the extra protection they put inside this box to keep the game fresh and free from actually any injuries. Now, this in here is the Kickstarter version of the Sundrop pledge. Now, this is the core box. All the stretch goals and everything are going to be coming at a later time. So let's go ahead and see what is inside the box. Oh, first we have, a surprise box. Look, surprise box. I'm excited to see what's in the surprise box. Now, a lot of the times, Awakened Realms will send out a surprise box in their actual shipment. And inside here's a lot of stuff from things that are coming soon or might have just happened on Kickstarter. For example, there might be some stuff from Aetherfields in here, or it could be something absolutely brand new. I'm not sure. I will be opening this box, but I will not be opening this box until after I've done the unboxing of everything else. So in case people still want this to be a surprise for themselves, they can go ahead and stop the video at that time. So we're going to put this aside for now and see what else is in our box of Tainted Grail. And like I said again, look at the amount of awesome protection. They put this thick foam in here with these padded covers or corners. It's absolutely awesome. Oh, look, premium board game sleeves. Yes, I did the sleeves for this game too. Why not? Look at, oh my gosh, look at all these sleeves. There are so many sleeves in here, all different shapes and sizes. We've got some that come in, what is this? 80 by 120. We got, I thought these are going to be just standard cards. Yep, standard sleeves. And we got mini sleeves as well. Oh, this is going to be awesome. All right, so we got some good sleeves to protect our game. Next thing we have in here is going to be another set of great protection for the Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon, Monsters of Avalon. So in this game, there are going to be probably some monsters and also some other things. And this box has all the miniatures for it. Otherwise, I believe you're going to be just using the cards that come with this game. But instead, you can transform it into the actual miniatures. And all my miniatures are Sundrop. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this as we unbox this game. All right, let's see what's next. Oh, next is probably going to be the game itself. I can't see what else is in here. Oh, there it is. The Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Now, I can't reach in here, pick this up. It's probably going to be just an absolute disaster. So we're going to cut right here and go right to all the boxes. And here's the box for the Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. I'm excited to get inside this box. But before we do, there were a couple things underneath this in the actual big box that I got. One was this envelope that says Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. And in here were these metal tokens. Now, I think these were part of the Kickstarter stuff. I may have pledged extra for these. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. I kind of went all in on this. So I've actually got everything coming. So I don't know if we had to do extra for these or if these are going to be part of your Kickstarter pledge. But I want to show you these tokens. These are really cool. These are going to be coins that you're going to be flipping in the game to help you make some decisions. Also, if you look really closely on these tokens here, it's going to have numbers. So here's I think it's the number 9 right here. And we got, oh no, that's 6. I'm 5, 6, 7, and you're going to put these inside some of the miniatures to kind of help keep track of time inside this game at certain points. So that is what was in there. Also, at the bottom was this awesomely glaring golden etched book, and it's glaring off my light. I apologize, but inside this book is, look, some really awesome art and a lot of empty space that you can write all your neat adventures or different things that you want to remember about maybe certain cards. So if you go through the game again, you can remember what cards to do and what not to do. And look at some of this art in here. It's really cool. I'm excited at how cool this art is. I really, really enjoy the artwork that Awakened Realms does. There's some really neat masks. And I like the way it has some of the watermarks up here. Here's like a civilization. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, look at that big castle. Oh, it's just a sketch. I mean, just imagine the entire gorgeous looking castle, maybe on one of the cards or something. And this could be their sketch that they maybe got it from. So that's the book that was also on the bottom of this box, inside that big giant box. So let's take a look at the Fall of Avalon, the Tainted Grail. Now, before we do, I want to flip over the box and just show you a couple things about this game. Now, one, this game is actually got about 15 chapters. It's 2 to 3 hours per chapter, so this could be like a 30 to 40 hour game. And it's played for 1 to 4 players, 14 up, and it has the ability to quick save, and it also has this open and play. That's kind of their prelude and kind of a way, a tutorial on how to actually play the game. And I'm hoping to do that very soon on my channel for everybody. All right. We're going to go ahead and flip this box over again. And since I also want to mention, this is a very story-driven game. So as I'm showing you things in this game, some of it may spoil. I'm not planning to spoil anything really major, but if I do, I apologize. I'm actually going to just go look through it just like you would look through it as if you were opening the box yourself. So if you don't want to see anything else, this would be a good time to stop. But here is what they call this. It's a start here thing. This is that thing I was talking about, how it's going to be kind of a prelude intro to the way the game is played. And it's going to go step by step on how to do all the things, what miniatures to take out, how to use your cubes, how to set up your character, how to use the different types of energy, health, and terror. And it's going to go through a whole little area of the game that has nothing to do with the actual story of the Tainted Grail. This is a prelude quest that's just going to tell you exactly how to play the game. But it doesn't tell you everything. It's still going to recommend that you read the rule book, and here it is. And it's not a very big rule book. Awakened Realms has done a very good job of writing some very good rules, especially in their last few games. So here again, I'm excited to read through this rule book and see what becomes of it. And then we have here the exploration journal. This is the meat of the game. Look how thick this journal is. This journal is a journal that's going to have all the information that you need when you get to some of the things that can't be put on cards or want to be hidden from the cards themselves. So we're going to open this up and just kind of take a quick look at what's inside this journal, but I'm not going to read anything. So here's some things from the actual tutorial exploration journal. I'm going to show you that part of the journal. I'm not going to show you any of this because I don't want any of it spoiled. Here's kind of what the tutorial journal looks like, and this is the kind of journal you're going to see when you look through the game. You're going to see parts of what's going on in areas, and it's probably going to tell you to go to certain areas in the journal and read it, just like you would in some other games. So if you were at 101 or 107, you're going to read what's here, and you might have to make some decisions or actually, or maybe have some encounters or something, but this is what the journal is going to look like, and it's spiral bound, so it's really nice. Next, it looks like we have some letters. And I believe these are some intro letters for the way the game is going to be played. And it kind of gets you in the reason of what your character is doing and what they're supposed to, and how they got there. This looks like a map of, I believe it's going to be the Tainted Grail. I don't know. I haven't looked into this. Obviously, I don't want to have it spoiled for myself. So some of the stuff I may not know anything about. Here's a map. I got a map. That's probably cool. I bet it goes along with this to kind of give you an intro as to how the game, what's going on in the game. Next, we have our save sheet. Tainted Grail has a very easy save system. You're just going to write down where you are, what the dials are for any of the different, what they call menhirs, and those are kind of those things I was talking about that tick down, and what quests you're doing. It also shows your character board layout and kind of where you might have things on your character board. Now let's see here. Here's the actual inside the game. Oh, this is so awesome. First, don't let kids or pets get a hold of that. This is an extra character that was part of the Kickstarter, and she's got her own little ability over here, and I believe all the characters are going to have that. Also gives you a little bit of what she's all about and how to set her character up and what she starts with. And it says play with this side down. All right, so I play with that side down like that. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, now Awakened Realms also does a fantastic job with their inserts. I've always been impressed with them. So here's an insert for Tainted Grail. The Nemesis box had an awesome insert. This War of Mine, maybe not the best insert, but it was still a lot better than some other games I've seen. So we're going to take a look at all the characters that are in the game, and they're right in here if I can ever get them out of this thing. Oh, okay, so their inserts are so good I can't even get this out. So here are the 4 different characters. They all kind of have a nice little backing color that's a little bit different for each one. Now, of course, if you can look in here, see how they're indented? So when you're putting on the cubes to track things, it all will fit right inside the indented things. Oh, this is a really, really great player board. And the player boards, I believe you can take these out. So in case you want to use that extra character, you just slide her right in here. So say you want to play with our new Kickstarter character we got, we can just put her right inside that and we're good to go. So this is a 1 to 4 player game, so you're all going to pick the character you want and you're going to place them in your player board, and then you're going to have your different stats over here, and you're also going to be able to track things down here like food, wealth, reputation, experience, and magic. And of course, every one of them has their own little abilities or detriments depending on what they are. Now remember, these are not exactly the heroes of the Grail. These are kind of the backup characters that didn't actually go on the original mission to find the Holy Grail. So that's what this story is kind of about, I believe. Again, I haven't had anything too spoiled for me, so I don't really know. Now here is some of the miniatures, and oh my gosh, look at this Sundrop miniature. It's a multicolored miniature Sundrop. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get the light on this. Check this out. Oh my goodness. I'm actually really impressed by the work that went into this. Not only is the miniature awesome, the Sundrop itself looks absolutely phenomenal. I thought the carnivore or the carnivore type creatures from the Nemesis look great, but these look awesome. And I'm sorry it's not carnivores, it's something else, but I can't remember what they're called from the Nemesis. They're all red, and I thought it was absolutely phenomenal, but these look even better. Wow, you will not be disappointed if you decide to back it with the Sundrop pledge. Here's some, I believe, one of the main characters, I bet. Oh, he looks really good. Now, I may actually do a little bit of touch-ups on the characters just to give them a little bit more pizzazz on the board, but if you're not a painter or if you don't like to paint and you just want to play, you're going to be totally satisfied with this. Look at these, look at that Sundrop. Oh, it's so good. All right, so those are some of the miniatures. Really impressed. Here's some of the cards. Now, again, I don't want to spoil too much of the cards. These are the diplomacy cards. These are going to be used in, there's two different types of combat in this game, diplomacy and actual combat. So this is when you're trying to persuade people to like a town to be good or something like that. You're going to be using this deck, and you're going to, each characters are going to have their own deck, and they're going to advance through the game, gaining different things for the deck, or being able to swap out certain things for it. Here's the trackers that are going to go on the boards themselves so that you can keep track of your health and your energy and your terror, and they're just going to fit right in here, so you know what the max is that your character can actually have. So we have those in here. We have a lot of bags. I always love to get bags in my games. Here's the tokens. Now, those who have played any other Awakened Realms game might recognize these tokens. These are very common in their games. They were used for health and ammo in the last Nemesis game. And here's some purple ones this time that are going to probably be like for representing like a different number of them, maybe 5s and 1s. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to have to play to find out. Let's see what we got in here. I don't even know what these are. I have no idea what these are. All right, so we got some things I don't know what they are. Maybe they clip onto the board, or they clip onto the game pieces or the cards. I'm not sure. We'll have to play to find out. And here are what the token or those dials look like originally. And then I've got that Kickstarter upgrade of the actual metal ones. These are actually ceramic. I'm going to open these and take a look at them. I lied, they're not ceramic. I mean, they're plastic. There's the plastic ones, but you can see a little bit better here. We got what? 5, 6, 7. So you see how they tick down, and they've got a skull on one side and a grail on the other. So you can flip these in the air, and then you might have to figure out what happens if you choose heads or tails. Something's going to happen to you in the game. All right, we've got more cards. We got another one of these. We got to throw it out, and we got more cards, more cards, more cards. What do we got here? 15. Oh, these are secret cards, and these are item cards. So again, I don't want to open any of these. I know this is going to be probably a terrible unboxing because I'm not opening them. Now, this is going to be the actual cards of the game. This is going to create your whole experience of what you're walking around in the fall of Avalon, Tainted Grail. Oh, this is so good. Look at these. These are going to be all different places you can visit. And of course, it does come with an order of the day card. It's going to have a lot of these, so you can take a look at them. I'm actually going to show you those. So here's one of the cards. Now, I'm not spoiling anything. This is the very first card you're pulling in the tutorial mission. So I just want you to take a look at how the card looks and the art that's on the cards. So again, there's that mayor right in the middle here. So it's going to show right up here that there is one of those here in this town. Also, it's a friendly town, and I'm not exactly sure I think this means you can rest here or dream here or something. And of course, all the cards are going to have things that you can do on the actual card that may help or hinder you in certain ways. Also on the back is going to be some other story parts of the game, or it could be a little bit more information on what's going on in this card. I'm not flipping the card because I don't want to spoil anything, but here's kind of what one of the like location cards will look like. And these cards these numbers over here is where you're going to match other cards up. So there we have those. Now, of course, we also have, like I said, player aids. And they've got 3 of them. One to tell you all the different glossaries of the icons and how you can advance your characters. This one has combat overview and how you're going to go through combat. Now, I'm hopefully going to be able to explain all of this as we play through that prelude, as I want to show you how this game is played. I am really, really excited for this game. This was way on my list of awesome game of the year. all right, here's the start of the day. It tells me how I'm supposed to go through the day. Then it tells you what actions you can choose. So these are going to be very, very important. So you don't have to keep going back to the rule book. Now let's see what other cards we have in here. Again, I'm not going to be able to go through too many of them. We got advancement pool. Here's some more diplomacy cards. What else we got here? We've got combat cards. Oh, there's one of the combat cards. That's kind of cool. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh my gosh, there's so many cards in here. It's going to be so good. We've got, what are these? Open and play. Oh, this is the tutorial game. So we're going to probably be able to look through this one when we play the game. What's this one? Good weather. Okay, this must be weather cards of some kind. All right, we're going to put those back in here. Let's see what else we can find inside this box. I'm actually just going to take these out because now I know I've looked at these. And I'm not going to go back to those. Let's see what this one is. This one is revealed locations. Again, I'm not even sure what any of this is, but I'm excited to see what it is. These are the different encounters, and the encounters are color coordinated. And also, if you're colorblind, you can tell by the symbols up in the top what color or what cards you're actually drawing, which I think is a very nice thing that Awakened Realms has done. Here's some more encounters. See how we got the symbol down here this time? So you know you're drawing this type of encounter if it's got the symbol down here on the bottom. And then lastly, we got one more set of cards. You are going insane. Oh, this was one of the detriments, because as you play through the game, you're going to gain terror, you're going to lose health, and you might be close to dying or going insane. And you're going to have to deal with that with certain cards. So that's really all I've got in the main box here. I can't really show you. I don't want to show you any of the cards. They actually did say don't spoil things for people. So I'm going by what they tell me to do. They don't want me to spoil anything, so I'm not going to. Now this is a die that you're going to use to help maneuver certain things around the board. So it might tell you to send something east. It might tell you to send something west. If you roll the die, you have to roll to see where this thing goes. Now here, of course, is just a flat-out six-sider. But in true Awakened Realms style, it's not just a six-sider. Look, it's a nice etched die with some really cool graphics on it. So now that we've gone ahead and looked in this box, I want to go ahead and check out the monsters. So next we have the Monsters of Avalon. I'm excited to see these miniatures. These are going to be really cool. Oh, look at that. Check it out. They did this. They took a picture of what's inside the box. I think the other game I have that does this is Folklore. Folklore the Affliction did this, where they took a picture of all the miniatures and where they go so you can find them. Oh my gosh, look at those. These look so awesome. Oh my gosh, I got to get the top off this and look at these. Oh my goodness, look at these. I didn't know which one to grab first because they all look absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. Oh, he looks really terrible. Oh, look at this huge, giant sea-looking creature or something. Or it's got a mermaid in there. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. More, this is, I'm guessing, some kind of dragon. It almost looks like a hydra of some kind. Absolutely awesome. What else have we got in here? Oh, wow, look at these. These are amazing. The work that went into these miniatures just keeps going up and up. By Awakened Realms just outdoes itself every time when it comes to miniatures. They are so cool. I don't even know what any of these miniatures are, but I just think they're awesome. You can just display them just like this. There's no need to do anything else. I feel sorry for those that didn't get the Sundrop pledge, because look at how good this is. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's these, you can just play them straight out of the box, just like this. There's no reason to do anything else. Oh, I'm so impressed. All right, and I don't think there's anything underneath it, is there? No, this is just a box of miniatures. So during the game, you may find like a stag, let's say. I don't know if this is a stag or if this is like a howling wolf, or, well, stop, it's not a wolf. It's not a wolf, but whatever this is, instead of putting the card out there, you can put this on the board where it would be, and then it gives you a lot more of a three-dimensional feel for the game, and it immerses you a lot more in the game. So there we go. That is wow, those are just amazing. That is the Monsters of Avalon. I don't need to put this in right now. There we go. I'm going to put that to the side because we have one more thing to look at, and that is the surprise box. Those that do not want to know what this is, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, because that's going to be it for you. This is the last thing I'm going to open. There's nothing else to open. If you do not want to know what's in this surprise box, then this is the time to stop the video. I'm giving you that warning right now, because we're going to go ahead and see what is inside this. Now, like I said before, most of the time Awakened Realms is, what is this? ISS Vanguard. Learn more at www.issvanguard.com. Oh, this must be something new they're working on. Like I said, they always put in something either they're working on or something that's already been done. So let's see what's inside the surprise box. I think it's a book of some kind. All right, let's see. It says right here, first off, I got a letter. I got this letter in some of the other ones. It usually is like a thank you for backing it letter. Let's just open it up and take a look. It's usually thanks for backing the Tainted Grail. Yes, dear backer, we're incredibly excited to present the Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon, the first part of our amazing adventure set in the dark land of myths and legends. And I'm not going to keep on reading, but I just want you to know it's really awesome. I actually really appreciate this from Awaken Realms. They take the time to just write a nice letter, and of course they print it out and give it to everybody. I think that's absolutely awesome. I love all the different people. Now, of course, the names here, they come from Poland. I actually lived in Poland for 2 years. I taught English there. It's an awesome country. I love to go back sometimes. They're just a fantastic country to visit, and it's fantastic people to meet there. Oh, I just had a blast there for 2 years. All right, here's an important note, and it tells you anything you need to know about damaged tokens or miniatures or anything that you need to talk to them about. It's all right here on what you should do. Next, we have the Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon, Almanac of Avalon. So this, oh, wow, again, art. It's everywhere. Look at this. This is so good. And it must tell you a little bit about obviously, the almanac. It tells you a lot about the actual place we're in and what we're traveling and what we can experience and what we might experience inside there. That's awesome. Now, here is the big surprise. I didn't know anything about this. Let's take a look. So this is called the Art Book of ISS Vanguard. Now, it's interesting. Every time they throw something interesting in. Last time, I think I unboxed, was it Nemesis? And they had the Aether Field cards. I got a pack of cards from them. And this one, I've got a art book. They have just some awesome things. I think, got a coin from this game as well in the last unboxing I did. All right, let's see some of the art in this stuff. It's going to be just as good as some of the other stuff. Oh, I'm excited just to see some of the art here. It's a big red planet. All right, you got to show me a little better than that. Come on, something awesome here. Oh, here's the world. It's very colorful. A lot of their games are very dark. This one's very colorful compared to the other games that I've played. Wow, I wonder what this is going to be about. Huh, this is really kind of cool. The art style is a lot different from what I've seen them do in the past. I mean, it's nothing like Nemesis or Fall of Avalon or This War of Mine. Very bright, very cheery it looks like. Oh, and there's, I bet, our ship. Now, again, I have no idea what this is about. Now, of course, here's a little blurb on it. Create something artistic and unique, something that allows the mind to drift away. Picture the full beauty of worlds far away. Interesting. All right, and this is the art book. Does it say anything? It doesn't say anything about when it's coming or what it is at all. All it is just an art book. I believe it's about this ship flying around and learning things about where this ship will take us. Who knows? I have no idea. I'm just speculating. You always got to do some kind of speculation. But that's it. That's the Fall of Avalon, the Tainted Grail by Awaken Realms. I am super, super pumped for this game. This was, like I said, one of my most anticipated games of this year. I couldn't wait to get my hands on this game. So I'm excited to get this game to the table to show you that prelude so that you can understand what this game is about. I appreciate everybody that watched it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If you did, please give it a like. Don't forget to hit the bell symbol so you know when the playthrough for The Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon comes. Please leave anything in the comments below. Are you excited for The Tainted Grail? Do you have it right now? Have you had a chance to play any of it at all? And if you did, what do you think of it so far? I'd like to hear what everybody has to think of this game. I am just so pumped for this game. It has to be amazing. I can't think of a reason why it's not going to. It's going to be so good. So with that, if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.